In this video, we're going to take a look at inserting pictures into a Word document and some of the options you have after you insert the picture. First of all, this is on the Insert tab. Click on Insert up here. And the two ways to get pictures in are to either choose Pictures here or Online Pictures. This one is coming from a file. You see the little picture of a computer there, and this one's coming from online. You see the little picture of the globe there. So we'll start off with we will start off with a picture from my computer, and one of the pictures that I have is desert. This is one of the ones that used to come with Word. I don't know if it still comes with Word anymore, but they have a handful of sample pictures. And so now I've got my document, my picture inserted into my document, and when I do, I get all these picture formatting tools up here, and we'll try to go through all of these in this video and the next couple of videos. So with the picture selected, we get the picture format options. If you click off of the picture, all that stuff goes away. So I'm going to click back on the picture, and we're just going to start at the left here and work our way across. So let's choose Remove Background. So if you want to have part of your picture be transparent, so let's scroll up here a little bit, and I'm going to make it a little bit smaller as well so we can see the edges of the picture here. Okay. What Word tries to do is it tries to guess what you are going to want to remove, and it never guesses very well. I just want to remove the sky here. So we've got two tools. We've got areas to keep and we've got areas to remove. So I want to keep the land on the bottom, so I'm going to click on this, and then I'm going to take the mouse and just draw long straight lines. What it does is it looks for similar colors to the colors that you're drawing your line through. And actually, I think it used to have a better algorithm for doing this in previous versions of Word. You notice some of the stuff that I'm restoring ends up turning purple again eventually, and I really don't want that. And it never used to do that. Now let's try this and see what we get. Yeah, see, now this comes back. That's not good. And then over here. Okay, now I've got some areas I want to remove, so let's click on this, and I'm going to just try dragging a line from here over to here. And I got quite a bit of it, so let's do this, and we've got a little chunk right there, and a little chunk right there, and a little chunk right there. And I don't know if there's sky over there or not. I can't tell. I can see quite a bit of brown. There might be a little bit of sky right up above it, but that's how you can make part of your picture transparent. So I'm going to keep the changes here, and when I go back and if I drag this down, let me turn on tight text wrapping. Okay, and now, yeah, when I drag that down, this part that would have covered up text before no longer does because it is transparent. So you can make any part of a picture transparent if you want to. Okay, I am going to go back to my original picture. If I click on Reset Picture here, it'll take me back to the original. So if you really mess your picture up, it's not a big deal. You can always get back to the beginning with just one click of the mouse. Okay, I don't need this picture anymore, so I'm going to select it first, and then I'm going to hit the Delete key to delete it. And I'm going to insert a couple of other pictures. I downloaded these pictures from our homepage for Intro to Computers, and they are saved in my Pictures folder, and one of them is called Overexposed. Let's scroll down here, and let's do Details. So one of them is called Overexposed, and it's that one right there, and I've also got one called Underexposed. As long as I'm out here, I will select that one as well, and we will insert those into our document. Okay, so this one has a little bit too much light, this one has not enough light, and what we're going to do is we're going to quickly make some corrections in those. So let's go to Corrections here, and it changes two things. It changes your brightness and your contrast, and as you go to the right here, the brightness increases, so everything over here is really bright, and as you work your way down here, the contrast increases, and usually some combination of the two can help you with an overexposed picture. So these two down here, that's still too bright, I think. So we probably need to pick something from way over here, and I think this bottom one actually probably looks about the best. Okay, So the picture looks a little better now than it did before. Let's try this one down here. This one is underexposed, so let's go to our corrections, and we're going to be going probably someplace up here, and it will do a live preview for us. So that one looks pretty good. Let's do a little more contrast here. So I think that one right there probably looks about the best. And if you don't like their increments of 20%, you can go down here and click on Picture Corrections Options, and you can fine-tune it as much as you want to. Okay. We also have some color options here, and all that these do, I've still got that bottom picture selected. So they tint the picture. And these up here have to do with color saturation, so you can really go wild on the colors there, or you can really back off on them. And we've got some options here for color tone. And we've got some recolor options. This just basically tints the entire picture a particular color. And there are more options on that as well if you want to explore that. We've also got artistic effects. And there's looks like about 23 of these, and this does do a live preview. It will if it catches up with me in a second here. And each one of these has a name. So that one is, so here's my original picture, and come on, live preview. Okay, and then this is called marker. So they try to simulate if you drew it with a marker what it would look like. This is a pencil, which is pretty bad, and just a bunch of other special effects there. You know, you make it look like you're looking at it through a screen. Down here, this is a really bad photocopy. This one looks for the edges and makes the edges glow in the document. So you don't need these too often. If you're doing some kind of a poster or something like that and you want to grab people's attention, you might pick one of these. Otherwise, probably not too much. We've got a choice here for transparency, and if you have this on top of something, this will control how much of the stuff behind it you can actually see through. So if I go here and turn on wrap text and choose in front of text, and so now there's text behind it, and if I go to my transparency here and go way over to the right side, as I move to the right, the transparency increases, and as I move to the left, it decreases. So again, that's one that I don't use very often. I doubt if you use very often either, but it's an option. You can do quite a bit of special effects and photo editing in Word, and we're not going to look at these other three here, so this is probably a good place to stop, and we'll look at the picture styles and some of these other options in the next video.